Hello and welcome to this ASMR video where we will be working with your solar chakra. The solar chakra is located right here, and it's a kind of a chakra responsible for energy, life force, and it connects to your health as well in terms of energy. If you have any sluggishness or any blockages in this specific chakra, you can experience depression, even if depression also is linked to higher chakras. You can also experiencing kind of low energy levels or anything else. So in this video I want to focus in on this chakra because it's so very important. So I will start with scanning, and then I will explain as I go along what I'm doing. So I will be using this table here, and you are welcome to be energetically in this. So let's begin. I'm just starting with scanning, and I will focus on Solarplexus here. Anytime you're doing this type of work as a practitioner, it's important that you have balanced your own energy for this. So this is a clean stones, and I will be wearing these because these I will use to kind of amplify balancing of your energies in this very important chakra. And I also have, this is a rose quartz for healing, and then I have amethyst in combination to kind of amplify that as well into your solar plexus. I'm using something, if you're familiar with yoga, I'm using mudras as well in this. And any energy that is kind of coming from your solar plexus, I kind of using that streamline to balancing in all that energy. That energy as well from your solar plexus is moving along your whole body. This is a selenite stone that I will use in your solar plexus center. And why is because selenite has a very good kind of energy when you want to kind of clearing, do any kind of clearing, kind of get rid of blockages, or if you want clear energy to kind of boosting any of your chakras to be able to really easily streamline to your chakra. I also have selenite towers that are placed on either side of your shoulders to kind of, you know, if you think about the shoulder and the solar plexus, it creating like a triangle, and it's kind of from an abstract level of thinking, it's a way of kind of facilitate how the energy is flowing and creating these kind of sacral geometrical symbols in your own energetic center when you are relaxed and when you are kind of tuning in for this now. And almost like a surgical kind of, you know, like energetic surgical kind of activity. So in this box here, I have some crystals, and before I open this box, I want to tell you that it's a, by the way, very pretty box with a flower, like a rose flower. This selection of crystals is a mix, and I think it's important that in this work that we are choosing the crystals for you in terms of your solar plexus that is going to facilitate this kind of boost of energy for you, and that will also push away all these kinds of sluggish energies. And I will be working intuitively, how do you say, intuitively, intuitive, sorry, my English is not always the best. With my intuition, I will pick a few of these crystals in here. That's why I kind of want to feel in the collective energy from you before I do this. We got some crystals in here for grounding. We got some crystals for your heart chakra. Specifically, we got all kinds of crystals in here. This is a raw moonstone, and I think we're going to use this one. I don't know if you can see the grid that I'm creating here. You guys tell me which name this crystal have. I am actually not 100% sure about it at this point. But this one also is a crystal I felt drawn to, especially like the top of this one. And I think it has to do with this sluggish kind of energy that kind of lingers around in this collective field, out in this channeling space in the world, you know. And so especially the top of this crystal that kind of have the darker color is something I feel we can make use out of. So I will place this one pointing kind of, you know, I would say like away from your solar plexus, so kind of in this direction. It will move not to your heart but to the other side, up here towards the shoulder where we have the selenite tower that can just clear away. I was just looking at what crystal that I felt called to by intuition to use for you, and this is opalite. No, is it called opalite? Oh my god, my name's no, malacolite. Sorry, my names. But this is the green crystal. So I think this crystal I'm trying to read in a bit about you. I feel like we must use this crystal right here where you have more your heart chakra. So above, right above the solar plexus. And that malacolite, if I say it right, it will move, let's say from here up to the shoulder where you have the selenite tower, to kind of use the heart chakra's energy as well, because part of the energy that you have in your solar plexus is interacting with any other chakra you have. So we will let these crystals do their work for you now, and I'm going to smudge a bit. I'm gonna get smudge. And just before I do that, I will make sure that we don't need any more crystals. So I will feel if I feel called to use anything more in this session. We could use some rose quartz just to, you know, for extra healing, but it's not a must in this session since we are working with the solar plexus. But you know, you can never have too much healing, so I will add that into this session as well for you. And this one I will place between your solar plexus and your sacral plexus, so approximately at your navel. And I will continue with some smudging. We're going to let the stones, the energies that we have set here, to work their way now. I will maybe make some kind of lock for this grid with a Reiki symbol, and then I'm going to smudge through the outer layers of your energetic field. And after, when you know the crystals kind of settle with their energies and we feel like it has tuned in to your solar plexus, we will kind of, you know, remove the crystals and end the session. So I got the smudge. I got the smudge here. I'm gonna do like a grid lock, I would call it, where I closing this energy for right now to your solar plexus. And now we're going to go over and smudge the full body with all energetic fields, the outskirts of it, like your outer layers. I will start at your head, like a little bit above your head. Then I will move all the way to just below your legs and feet. And I can feel this selenite tower working with this energy that is coming from this black stone that is placed now in grip lock at your solar plexus. I can feel the flow of energy coming there, and it's kind of sluggish energy moving into the selenite tower, making its way out and kind of just diffusing into other energies. And there are some in the throat chakra. You know, if you are low on energy in your solar plexus, it will show and indicate as well in the throat chakra. With it will kind of show up, you know, in what you say, and this I will yeah, I hope it's gonna work. That's what I said. And for anybody with a troubled heart, you know, it's always difficult and challenging. It's very little we can do when if we are not willing to acknowledge if we have anything that is bothering us in the heart. So I will not go into this for the moment because we are doing the solar plexus. I'm reading in a little bit in your right hand here. You know, whatever you dealing with, and you know, you're taking actions and maybe doing stuff that are challenging or that feels heavy, you know, I think it's worth to know that everything that you do is generating something. So continue. And just coming down to the bottom where you have your feet and your base chakra. Actually, it feels light at the base chakra. I don't know why. I think you kind of got your grounds. So keep on doing that, you know. If that is speaking to you, just keep your grounds on wherever you are. So I'm now going to open this gridlock, and we're gonna remove the crystals, and we will scan through the solar plexus and see how it feels like. And today is actually a full moon here, so I'm gonna let these crystals be in direct moonlight to kind of clear away anything. Moves down and selenite. I think we could have had like 2 more sessions for this, but I definitely feel like there was some opening, and a little bit of that kind of sluggishness maybe is gone. But I think you can definitely be taking this form of session like 2 more times, especially for the solar chakra, just to kind of layer down all these sedimental layers that can be built up over time and kind of cause very difficult blockages. So I think we will end this session here, and